Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, Jedi. This video was awaited a long time and requested by too many people for me to even list them. And my Instagrams were flooded. Comment section there was flooded. Pretty much everywhere. All I could hear about was the part 2 for this video. And I told you guys I'm going to do it. And this video was number 4 of the most watched video in my channel. So the part 1 of this video was such a hit that I had to do a part 2. And I'm talking about none other than Anastasia. So, welcome to Anastasia part 2. I really hope you enjoy this, and as always, let's go. Alright, so starting off, we're basically just talking about the movie. So, the movie and the reality, they have a lot of cool things that happen together, and they really tie in really well, in my opinion. But the movie was very based on this one girl who's just lost, and she didn't know who she was, and that she was actually the Grand Duchess, and her name was Anya, and no one really around her knew, and then until one day when she figured it out, and she just took her place, and she became the Grand Duchess. That's basically what the movie was saying. In real life, that wasn't the case. Of course, she knew who she was, but there's a huge tragedy that basically ended their life, and we're gonna look more into that now. So the movie, the reality, the main idea that went in there was that Anastasia and her family went into this one house called the Ipatiev house, and what happens there was they went in there and they all died, but a lot of rumors started with Anastasia actually escaping that house, and the movie kind of just twisted that and said Anastasia never really died in the beginning. She was there from she was there from a childhood, and she kind of just didn't know who she was. So the movie and reality kind of just tied in, and they both used the same concept to make it look a little bit more dramatic, to get a good movie effect. Alright, so one of the weirdest things was a lot of people claimed to be Anastasia. The most popular one was Anna Anderson, and what she did was she basically claimed that she was Anastasia, and she had a bunch of bruises all over her body, she had a lot of scars, and at the end of the day she went to the mental asylum. But she had a really compelling case for why she thought that she was Anastasia, and afterwards they were able to figure out that none of those were actually factual, and that she was just making it up. But she was the one that was closest, but there's many other people who tried their best to look like Anastasia. But of course, everybody knew that Anastasia was already dead, so they kind of put all these rumors aside. But they all made really compelling cases, and Anna Anderson was number 1. Alright, next up, we're going to look at a brief summary of Anastasia's family. So, her dad, Nicholas, and her mom, Alex, both gave birth to 6 different kids, 4 older sisters for Anastasia, with various different names, and we have her youngest brother, Alexei. So, why does it all matter? Well, these are all the people that died in the fire, and they were able to recover all their bodies, and most of the people who were trying to impersonate her didn't really know all the facts about these people. So at the end of the day, they really figured out that nobody but Anastasia would know who these were, so they really used that to their advantage to find out that Anastasia really died, and that there's nobody alive by her name, and pretty much all of them were just impersonators. So, Rasputin, a huge character in basically all of the movies and history and everywhere. Well, Rasputin was portrayed to be this monk kind of guy who's super holy, and he was just helping out. Well, and they also said that he was the guy who killed the Romanovs. But basically what happened was, at the end of the day, Rasputin wasn't really that holy figure. He's basically a guy who was hired by the Romanovs to heal their youngest brother from a disease that he had, and of course all the daughters hated him. But that was basically the difference between the reality and movie in that. So those were all the biggest things that was wrong with Anastasia, all the things that needed to kind of be corrected. So thank you guys so much for all the support from part 1. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure you guys like this video, share this video, comment on this video, follow me on Instagram at Jedi.Solomon. I will respond to all DMs and all comments 100%, I promise. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you guys do everything that I said. Alright, I'm watching you. Do it. Alright? Alright guys, thank you.